Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your July reading. I'm so excited to get into your energy today so we can find out what's going on in July, because July seems like it's going to be an amazing month. From all the readings that I've done so far, it's been very, very promising, I can tell you that much. So remember that as we do this, we're going to be looking at the sun, moon, and rising signs of the Capricorn collective. This may or may not resonate with you. It's not going to resonate with every single person. If the energies do not resonate with you, think about maybe reversing the energies. Sometimes roles can be reversed because it's going to play out differently with every Capricorn. We just don't know how it's going to play out for you. We're going to do our best to reach into as many Capricorns as possible so that you can get some kind of guidance and some kind of messages. If it does not resonate with you, just remember to stick around because there may be something in it that you need to hear. These messages are timeless, so if you're brought to this reading, this channel, there's something in it for you. At the end of this video, I'll be releasing trapped emotions for your sign, and I'll let you know what essential oils and crystals can help you maximize your energy. So check out the description box down below for details. If this reading is not resonating with you and within a couple minutes or within 5 minutes, just remember that I may not be picking up on your specific energy, and that's okay. It happens to me too sometimes when I watch my favorite readers. I just click off and then I go to a different reader. It's not a big deal, and then I check them out later at another time. I'm not doing personal readings at this time. I'll let you know when my schedule does open up. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. This way you get notified as soon as I post something new. For those people who are new here, thank you so much for joining us and giving my channel a chance. I appreciate that. I hope that you enjoy this channel. If you do, like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you wouldn't mind, if it brings you some value. For those people who've already done that for me, I don't know why Capricorn always does that. So much energy that it like flips my sign over. If you do want, those people who've already liked and subscribed, I thank you so much that you've helped me out with that. There's many ways that you can actually support this channel. If you'd like to, you can watch the video. That's a good way. You can watch it multiple times. You can watch the ads that come up. That's one way you can support the channel. You can click any of the affiliate links that are down in the description box down below. And we have down there, you have books that I suggest, crystals that I suggest, a lot of things that you see up here. And then I also have psychic readers down there. If you go to those, please make sure that you mention my name so I can get a discount when I go see them. And then I also have doTERRA essential oils down there as well, because it's the only oils that I use. And when we talk about essential oils later, you'll see which oils are actually going to be beneficial for you for the month of July. All right, so I'm only accepting the highest and best truth for the Capricorn Collective's highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. The emotions that we're going to be getting rid of today are despair from 6 years old and lack of control at 8. And so we'll talk about those when we get to those emotions. Okay, here we go. All right, we have some good energy coming up. Let's see. I'm just going to lay these out real quickly, and then I'll tell you what each one of them are. Okay, I must have my deck upside down because I'm having to turn them all upside down. Okay. And they'll tell me if a card is upside down, so I'm not worried about that. Let me move these over. What is that? Can I clarify this? A little bit more. Okay, so bringing in some happiness. We're going to have to go through something to get to it, but that's okay. We're in a good, strong place, and we do have... All right, here, well, there's quite a bit of things. The same thing with you guys. So what they're doing is they're having me go in the bottom of the deck, like almost like 5 cards down. I never do that. But for whatever reason, that's what I'm hearing today, and that's what I'm feeling very strongly that we need to do. Okay, so in the month of July, we have that you guys are going to be feeling really, really strength and in your power. So you're going to feel like you have made such good choices for yourself that now you're standing strong on your own 2 feet, and you're in a really good place, like emotionally, physically. In the month of July, you're going to feel very good within your body, within yourself. Okay, so which is leading you to a choice. It could be a choice for those of you guys who are not interested in love and you see the Lover's card. So this is actually a card of choice, but it could be a choice in career. So maybe you have some choices coming up in the career that you have going on. But I have a feeling that it does have something to do with love, because the next one is the Queen of Cups, and she's all about love. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive. She's very nurturing. She treasures people. She's the ideal partner. She's intimate. She's stable. She has great boundaries. She's got this motherly energy to her. She's loving and she's caring, and she just makes the world a better place. And she follows her heart and her intuition. And she understands that love and happiness is more important than materialistic things, which you guys have run into people that, because you're so responsible and you're so good at taking care of people, you have run into people in your past that they expect you to take care of them, and they're very materialistic. Like, they have to have all these materialistic things in their life. And it has confused you with love. That's the deception that I'm seeing right here when it comes to love, when it comes to, and this could be, if this could be career too. So let me show people how you reverse the roles and what you do if this is not a love reading for you and you want a career reading. It's the same type of energy. You just got to read it differently. So for instance, this could be saying that you have a choice and you're making in something that you're going to follow your dreams and follow your heart, instead of something that's more materialistic where you make more money in the career. Something that was deceptive, something that did not fulfill your spirit or fulfill your heart. That's what we're talking about here. So let's go back to love, because it's the same thing with love. There was some deception in the relationships that were or separation, or just not really good energy that made the relationship strong. So it's such a contrast here between the Queen of Cups, a job of your dreams, and something that didn't fulfill you, or a person of your dreams and a person who didn't fulfill you. It's the same type of energy. You just got to read it differently. So when you're looking at readers and you're like, well, that don't have anything to do with love, that's okay. That's okay. You just read it differently. It's the energy is the same. Okay, whether you read it for love or whether you read it for career, it's the same energy. And what's going to happen is it's going to bring you full fulfillment. It's going to bring you all the cups of love in the world. You're going to feel very full in whatever's happening with you, changing you, making you a different, I wouldn't say a different person, because you're still the person, making you have different belief system and ideas about the world and about love than what you've had before, which was very, like, you can become so logical and so like in the responsible mindset that love, it's not that it's on the back burner, but love is more emotional. It's not as logical. So I think, and you're really emotional too, so don't get me wrong, because every Capricorn I know has a very deep emotional side. Like, the person I grew up with was a Capricorn, and she fulfilled my emotional needs. So you can do that. You can fulfill someone's emotional needs. It's just that we get so into, I need to take care of someone, that we become very logical. So what universe is trying to help you do is stop taking care of people in the way that you've taken care of them in the past, and moving into where it's more symbiotic relationship, it's more teamwork, and it helps you get the love that you really desire. Because what happens is you think that if I take care of someone, then they'll love me, and then they'll see how important I am. And then what happens is you take care of them, and then they take it for granted. And so you've gotten a lot of feelings have been taken for granted in your life, instead of the feeling of teamwork and love that we have together. Okay, so that's what the universe is working with you on, and that's really beautiful. I'm excited for you to go in that direction, because this is wonderful, and everybody needs that lesson, not just Capricorns. Okay. So where are we coming from? You're coming from a really stable place. You're coming from a place of feeling pretty good. The Queen of Wands is very ambitious, and she's able to see the truth. So I have a feeling that what you're coming from is that you were starting to see the truth. Maybe you started to focus more on business instead of like your, love life, but the love life. But your life experience is starting to be clear for you. You were feeling really strong. You decided to take a couple of risks that maybe you wouldn't have done before, and you're just feeling really determined and wise, and you can see the bigger picture now. And I'm going to tell you that everything you've been through has made you really strong in adversity, and that is just a beautiful place to have been. Okay, so what's going on? What's the energy of June? So in June, you're laying some things, like some thoughts down, some belief systems down, some things that have held you back in the past, some things that have held you back from love or the career that you wanted. So you're actually finally ready to be at rest, to lay those things at rest and be done with them. It's more, this feeling is bigger than the Ten of Swords being laid down, or the Ten of Wands being laid down, because that's like you just did it. This is saying that you've made the commitment to be done with it, and so like look at, and I always like to say this when I say this card, is that when it's like this, it means the person's more connected to God and those swords can no longer hurt them. But when it's like this, the swords are on the wall because they remember them, and they're not afraid. They don't forget them. They're there. They learn from them. Yes, I learned this, and I learned this. And this one right here, the one of all that made me feel the worst about myself, I'm ready to let that one be gone and under me. I'm ready to lay that one to rest, okay? Because this is like a funeral for a belief system is kind of the way I read this card sometimes, and the way they're having me read it right now. It's a funeral for the way you believe things, and you've looked at things before in your life that held you back and didn't give you the fullness that you were looking for. This right here, what's crossing over that is now you're protecting your heart a lot more. This is kind of the card of the miser, but the way I'm reading this is it's protection. And it could be protection through fear, but I'm not feeling it that way. I'm actually feeling like this person is saying, I've given myself way too much to people too easily, too fast. And I've let them take me for granted and take advantage of me. And so I'm no longer going to do that. I'm going to be a little bit more protective about who I am before I just open doors for people anymore. Like you are so loving and so wonderful, and you're like, I'm not just going to show people automatically right away how amazing I am. I'm not going to be rude, and I'm not going to be like, what are they showing? Like a hoarder or anything of my feelings, but I'm just going to wait and open doors slowly with people instead of just like boom, boom, boom. This is how much I love you, and just going like nutty all over them, right? So what are you asking? You're asking about your happiness. Well, they already showed you in the energy of the whole entire month that you are going to have happiness. You are going to be fulfilled. You're asking, can I lay down all that stuff? And they've already told you that yes, you are laying things down. They've already showed you right here. Yes, you are done with those things. Don't worry. This is coming true. You are moving in the right direction. This is amazing, okay? What is coming towards you? And the energy that's coming towards you is the Strength card. It's also the card of infinity. It's also the card of taming something. Maybe it's taming yourself. Maybe it's taming a tiger that's going to be coming to you. Somebody who's super, super wild. And then you're going to like tame that person. You need the strength in order to do that. I want to take a dive into that a little bit longer or a little bit more and find out what is the strength that we're going to be dealing with. Can we clarify that card for Capricorn, please? What's this strength that they're going to be having to hold on to, because that could be a good thing and it could be a struggle, right? So we want to see what we're talking about here. Okay, so there's going to be some communication that's coming for. It's going to be communication that you cannot, you do not want to miss out on. Like you're going to feel very intuitive about it. Like I got to have this conversation with this person. And this person could be coming to you as the Knight of Wands, or you may be going to them as the Nine of Wands. Remember, roles can be reversed. What's going to happen is the events are going to speed up in this situation, and blocks are going to be lifted, and then you're going to feel like very ambitious about having this talk, or they're going to feel very ambitious and fired up about having a talk with you. You're going to need to have strength through it, and because this is it right here. Like they have the Emperor. Emperor is a very solid person. He's a very solid card. So we're asking you to not be mean about the conversation, but definitely hold your ground. Definitely be true to yourself. Be true to who you are. There's a way that I love how you do it, Capricorn, where you hold your composure when you let someone know how you feel about them. You don't just fly off the handle like you could. Like I am seeing visions of Capricorns that I know that do fly off the handles, or they have in the past. I feel like you've learned through that and you've kind of grown through that, and now you don't really do that as much. It's like, calm down. We don't need to respond in that way. We're going to go ahead and just respond with this communication in a more, I'm hearing like a more composed, no, that's not the word. It's like, imagine like the way a king or queen or emperor, empress would respond in a situation. They wouldn't just show their immaturity. They would show their maturity. There's the word I was looking for. So you're going to respond in a very mature, solid way like an aristocrat, I guess is what they're kind of showing me. Someone who has more reputation is the word to uphold. Okay, so where are you at? And they have the card of illusion. So you're seeing things. Let me clarify that, because I want to see which way that card can go 2 different ways. And I'm hearing 2 different scenarios. Some of you guys are going to be in illusion where you're not going to see it clearly. So don't be flying off the handle, because you do not have all the information. And then the other way is that you are seeing things clearly. So depends on what cards are around that. That really will help me to see the right direction for most of the Capricorns. So some Capricorns will be in an illusion, and some Capricorns will be able to see things clearly. Or maybe you're going to be in an illusion at first until you have this conversation with this person, and then all of a sudden you're going to see things clearly. And it's like, okay, I know who you are. I see what this is. I know where we're going with this, right? Yeah, so I'm seeing like, the full energy does not mean you're full. It means that you're going to see it more lighthearted than you've ever seen it before, because it's going to make you want to walk away from the situation in a more solid, good way. And you're going to want to like run away from the situation, because it's like you're going to see red flags. Like, oh, shoot, these are those red flags. So something's coming for you in a conversation where you're going to see some red flags, but this time you're going to see the truth, because you just came from learning so much. Where is she? In the Queen of Swords. You just came from the Queen of Swords energy. So for you not to see the truth is going to be like ridiculous. Of course you're going to see it. So somebody's going to come to you with a conversation, and then you're going to see clearly through it and be lighthearted about it and be like, okay, I see what this is. And I've done this before. I'm going to leave this situation, and I'm going to do it fast, because I am not into this. I'm not into that, whatever that is. All right, the people around you is the Page of Swords. Let's see. So yeah, the people around you are going to be giving you some information. They're going to be helping you out. They're going to help you rely on your intelligence. This is also a card of people spying on you as well. So it's a card of people like maybe searching up your social media. Maybe they're getting information about you from other people. It's that too. So you have that kind of that kind of energy going on around you, that there's someone kind of watching you, looking at you. It could be 2 different ways. Somebody looking at you to gain information about you in a negative way or in a positive way. So this could be the love that's over here that may not be in your existence yet, that's trying to figure out, like, are we compatible? Are we cool? Should I try this? Should I open that door with this person? It could be that. And it could be also someone around you that is wanting to have this conversation with you here. And it's not... and they're trying to gain confidence and information about how to come to you with this conversation. The other thing that I'm hearing is there's another scenario that they're pointing out to me about this full card in this conversation that I'm hearing right now, is that this full card could mean that when you have this conversation, that you're going to see it differently, in a way that you're going to feel lighthearted about it and good about it, and then move. So this is moving away from an old energy. So like, okay, that's what I'm seeing and hearing. Okay, so moving away from an old energy could be it as well. So like, maybe you respond, if you would have heard this information before, maybe you would have responded in a different way, like a not so great way. This time you're going to be lighthearted about it and feel it and be like, you know what, I'm going to respond in a different way. I'm going to go away from my old energy and the old way that I would respond to things, and I'm going to run really fast towards this new energy of the Queen of Swords. So it could be that, like the Queen of Swords, of seeing the truth, feeling it for what it really is, not being manipulated by my own thoughts about what this person's trying to say to me, and go ahead and open up this door and open up this conversation in that way. So there's a couple of ways that this could go, and I think it's because there's just a lot of Capricorn, so I'm trying to cover all the bases, but they showed me something completely different. So it wasn't that they were taking away what I was saying, because that's what I was hearing. So what I'm hearing is it could be 2 different ways. This could be a really good conversation, or it could be a negative conversation and you're walking away from it because you see red flags. Or it could be a good conversation where you're walking away from your old energy, the way you respond, the way that you would see things. Because remember, you're seeing things in a whole new light because you're the Queen of Swords. Okay, you just came from the Queen of Swords, and she sees the bigger picture, and she's very wise. Doesn't matter if you're a male or female. This is the energy that we're talking about. We're not talking about gender. So, and she's very strong in just the way she sees things, and she sees this truth. She's very, very cool person. Okay, so the overall outcome of all this, the quickest one that's coming towards you is the King of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, a King of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles. So we have a very balanced, we have a king and a queen, which is balanced masculine energy, masculine and feminine energy. It doesn't have to be male and female. It could be female, female, male, male. It doesn't really matter, but it's the energy, okay? So the energy of the King of Wands is, we have one honorable business-like person who's cultured, communicated, wise, self-aware, expresses himself, and a free spirit coming in the direction of a Queen of Wands, which sounds to me like this is that, right? So we're moving in this direction. And I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this. You're like, okay, well, where are they? Well, we're still in the Mercury retrograde shadow period. I feel like I'm still being bounced around a lot. It's not as strong as energy where I'm like crying and stuff like that, but it is an energy where I just feel like I'm being bounced around a lot, and I can see it. There's like clues all around me that are like, it's like where I feel like I could move forward, and I'm like, nope, you're not. Oh, can I move forward now? No, you're not. Okay, so we're still being bounced around a little bit. We're not really in July yet. This is July that's happening, okay? So we do have this Queen of Wands, and she is, so the other side of the coin, pun intended, because she's the coin queen, right? Is money improves. So this person knows how to deal with their money. They're really loyal. They're dependable. They protect people. They're very secure. They're genuine. They're planner. They're steady. They're long term. They're very consistent. It's really good. So we have this really balanced relationship here. The only thing is this person comes with a mask, and that's okay if that's you and you want to come with a mask a little bit at first because you're just not sure. You just want to tear off the mask and tear off your clothes and be me, because you just went through some things where you feel like you've grown from that, where you just have to show everybody everything about you the first moment they meet you. You don't have to do that. You could say, you know what, I'm going to wear a mask for just a little bit and calm myself and kind of open doors slowly with this person because I like this person. This person's cool. All right, so we do have this card right there. Okay, so in the end of all of this, and this is very beautiful, I'm going to go ahead and leave this over here so we can be reminded of that right there. This connection is going to be good. Okay, now for those of you who are looking at career and you're like, oh my gosh, this went in the love direction, let me clarify the career for you. It means that you're going to get everything in the career that you're looking for, not just one-sided masculine career or one-sided feminine career, but it's going to be one that has the both, and it has really good relationships in it because you're going to find people that have all of these qualities, which is really awesome. So see how you can read that as career as well. You don't have to necessarily read it as love. Okay, so let me go into what's happening overall. So 3 to 6 months from now, where are we going with all of this July energy? So this is really, really cool because Capricorn, you're bringing in that commitment. You're bringing in that partner. You're bringing in that love. But we have to make changes as we go through that. So if you're in a relationship right now and you think that it's an awesome relationship, great, because it means it's going to change your relationship and change you so that you can bring in this type of love, okay? And this could be a friendship for those of you who are not into love right now. But it could also be the relationship that you're in. You're building it bigger. You're building it stronger. It could also be a relationship that's coming in for some of you because some of you guys are single and you're like, well, I don't have anybody yet. There's some kind of reunion. There's some kind of union that's very powerful coming in. This is a very powerful card. It's been coming up for a lot of people for a while. So what's happening is we're getting rid of devil energy for you. We're getting rid of addictions. We're getting rid of addicted to love. We're getting rid of addiction to taking care of people. We're getting rid of the possibility that people will take advantage of you anymore, that you can stand strong in yourself. So, because that's what we're seeing. We're getting rid of all of these things that God is making those spill over so those are no longer part of your existence. That you can move forward in some new energy and something new and be something different and be something that you've always wanted to be. It's going to take some tower moments. We don't change without tower moments. Tower moments are special. They're wonderful. They're aha moments. They're moments that make us shed our skin. We don't want to keep the same skin all the time. It's changing our cellular makeup because it's going to bring you the happiness that you're desiring and that you're wanting. And that this whole reason why you're here at this reading right now, the whole reason why you come to tarot readings, you want that happiness. The whole reason why we do anything in life, the whole reason why we're willing to go through pain is because we want happiness, okay? Very beautiful. I love that. This is very wonderful. So, what am I feeling? What is your advice as you move through this energy? What kind of advice can we get from the universe? And they've given us a lot already. They've definitely given us a lot of information. So we're grateful and thankful for that, right? That we can read the energy. That we can read the vibration and all of these things that we took for granted for many, many years. But if we can hear through vibration and we can see through vibration, well, and we can feel vibration, well, we should be able to feel the energy through vibration as well of what's happening in our lives. So, okay, yeah, this is really good. Okay, they want me to help you to understand that your hard work is paying off, so make sure that you stay consistent with what you're doing. It is a time to give rather than take. This is not for you, this is for your person, so cross watchers. It's time for you to give to Capricorn. Capricorn deserves gifts too. It's not just all about you. I know that you probably know that, but I'm just going to remind you that Capricorn, it's time for you to give to Capricorn rather than take from Capricorn. Because what Capricorn is doing is working through their fears, and they're releasing things right now. So if they need support, it'd be really good for you to be there for them while they go through this, because they will go through tower moments. Some will be small and some will be big. We always go through tower moments, and I'm thankful for tower moments because I know new beginnings come after that. And remember that, Capricorn, as you move through all of this, that luck is on your side. And so that is very beautiful. Let's go ahead and talk about the oils that came up for you. You can go in the description box down below and get these oils. I suggest you do not get them off of Amazon because you don't know if you're getting the actual oil. A lot of people have gotten gypped on that because there are people who can just take these caps off and the labels off and put them on different bottles, or what they do. I don't want to tell you what they do because then I'm just telling people how to do it, but you can actually not get good stuff off Amazon. Please don't do that. So please go through someone like me. I have a whole team of people. So no matter how big this channel gets, I have a whole team of people that could help you learn oils. So I will assign you to someone, and then they will contact you and help you understand how to get started with oils. If you don't know what to buy or how to buy, they can do that. If you want to learn about oils, we have a free educational system where we give you gifts, and that's why I have to have somebody assigned to you so you don't get missed. You get gifts for just doing the training, okay? Anyway, so you go down there in the description box down below. You can do a $35 membership and buy some oils, and you get 25% off for the year and the free training. You could do a starter kit where you will get a free gift for that. A starter kit is any one of the kits that are there, and you can just add these oils to it, and then we will contact you and make sure that you're all set up on how to use your kit and stuff, okay? So this right here is the two oils. One is lavender to help you calm through some of this stuff that might be happening so that you can stay focused and stay strong and not get off get your boat rocked. And the other one is vetiver. These are very, very calming oils. This is actually, we call it a natural like sedative, like a natural thing that can really, it's when I drink too much caffeine or something, because I can't drink a lot of caffeine, but when I drink caffeine and I can't sleep, I actually use vetiver. So it's great for helping you calm down. It's got really great calming properties in it. And same with lavender. Lavender is the same thing. And actually lavender is the oil of communication. So as you're having this talk right here, you're going to feel very powerful in the way you're speaking, because that's a good communicative oil. Communicative oil. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, so those are really good oils. You guys should check those out. The crystal for you this month is... These July readings are so much longer because it's for the whole month, and then we do shorter readings throughout the month to kind of energy updates and kind of help you see where you're at and see where you're going. But this is the entire big picture, and I'm a big picture person, so I like to really get into the nitty-gritty of the big picture. So, because it helps me like stay focused and stay moving forward. All right, so we're going to feed your creativity. Creativity is really important when we're manifesting and when we're deciding the things that we want for ourselves and what we need. And so I have a feeling that's why you're getting this one. So this right here is, that's how you spell it. I don't even know how to say that. Carnelian, I guess, is how you say that. So that is the crystal for you this month. And we're going to be bringing out your creativity. Now I want you to go ahead and sit back and relax. We're going to go ahead and do a short meditation to release these trapped emotions of despair and lack of control. So I'm going to breathe in a couple of times so we can center yourself. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Ready? And breathe in. Relax yourself and breathe out. Now you keep concentrating on your breath as you hear me speak, okay? I'm going to invite Archangel Michael in and the angels and spirit guides of the person watching this video, whether that's a cross watcher or actually a Capricorn. Because whoever's here needs the releasing of the trapped emotions of despair and lack of control. So we're going to start with despair because we can only get rid of one emotion at a time. And despair is living in the spleen, and it was trapped at 6 years old. Whether you remember 6 years old or not, I want you to concentrate on your breathing. Don't forget to breathe in and out. So whether you were 6 years old or not, whether you remember it or not, at 6 years old, we don't know how to deal with these big feelings, so we just kind of put them inside of our body, and God has made our body so beautifully that it can actually hold on to the emotions. Remember that getting rid of this one emotion this one time is going to be great, but you're going to need to come back as many times. If you feel despair, come back as many times as you need to this video so you can release more and more and more, because we are like an onion, like Shrek says. We have multiple layers of things going on with us. So we're going to breathe in. We're going to imagine our spleen. If you don't know what it is, just pretend like you do, and breathe out. This time we're going to breathe in. We're going to grab all of that despair. Ready? Breathe in slowly. Grab the despair and breathe out. And as you're breathing out, Archangel Michael, I'd love for you to take all of despair from the Capricorn Collective and their cross watchers. And I want you to help them get rid of it out of their bodies and turn it into light energy so that they no longer have to deal with this anymore. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And the next one that we're going to do is lack of control. And this lack of control, from an 8-year-old's perspective, someone in their lives was completely out of control. It was probably an adult. And we as children don't know what to do with that. So what we do is, so keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe, Capricorn. Breathe in and out. Just concentrate on your breath as I speak. What happens is a little child does not know how to respond when their parent or their caregiver or someone that they expect to be in the driver's seat is losing control over themselves. And we had a lot of broken adults that were taking care of us. They didn't even know about this type of work. They had no idea. So they were just losing it, and the 8-year-old, it scared them. So they tried to take this lack of control from this person and they put it inside of their body. So 8-year-old Capricorn or the cross watchers, and they put it inside of their stomach. And we have some lack of control that's living in there, and we'd like to get rid of that. So breathe in, keep breathing. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and imagine your stomach and your stomach lining and all of that, and try to scrape all of that lack of control out, everything that you can get out. Ready? Breathe out. Breathe in one more time and get some more. And this time hand it over to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, I ask that you release that lack of control out of that 8-year-old spleen, that the 8-year-old trapped in their spleen, and turn that into light energy so that they no longer have to feel what it feels like when somebody's out of control. And when their life isn't going the way that they want to, and they're not having the communication that they want to, that they don't lose control, that they don't attach themselves to that type of energy and ruin the relationships around them, as the relationships were ruined when they were children, as they watched those relationships get ruined around them, so that they don't model that behavior to anyone else, and that behavior can stop generationally. We can just stop doing that type of stuff. So breathe in and breathe out. I want to thank Archangel Michael and the Capricorn Collective and anyone who is here with us to help us release these trapped emotions of the despair and the lack of control that's been controlling our lives and showing up in many different avenues and aspects. And we're super grateful to God that we have this opportunity, that God has allowed me to have this gift to lead people through the releasing of their trapped emotions so that they can move through their life experience in a much better way. And I thank God and the angels and Archangel Michael for being here with us as we release these trapped emotions. Thank you so much, Capricorn Collective. That was awesome. I appreciate you being here today. If you like this video or you're entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Watch some of the ads. You know, you can give donations. I forgot about that as well. If you'd like to give a donation, I love all the repeating numbers. That's super fun. And yeah, you guys, I'll link in the description box down below the full moon if you guys didn't get an opportunity to see that one. So if you're interested in more and you're new here and you don't want to sift through videos, but remember, I do have playlists. All of the Capricorn stuff is listed in a playlist, so you don't have to go searching around for anything. I do have a video on trust as well. So Capricorn, if that's something that you want to dive into, the life experience of trust and learning how to trust people again and understanding that issue that we all face, then there's a video as well. Maybe I'll link that in the description box too. But you guys have a great, great day. And thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Bye.